Namaskar, I am again with you with the video lesson on new topic, that is the relationship between the age length A of the unit cell, radius of the sphere forming the unit cell R. This is the topic of class 12 chemistry, unit 1, solid state. While watching this video, you will be able to derive the relation between the age length of the unit cell and the radius of the sphere forming the unit cell. You will be able to solve the numerical based on the relation between age length A of the unit cell and the radius of the spheres forming the unit cell. My recommendation for optimum academic benefit while watching this video to you are: please keep the notebook, pencil ready for making notes and completing the worksheets. Make the worksheet as shown on the video screen in your notebook. While watching the video, you are advised to complete the same. You may pause the video as per your pace. I feel that it will be convenient if you have downloaded the video. Note the recapitulation points in your notebook. This will help you in preparation for tests and examinations in future. This is the worksheet. In this worksheet, you are given the diagram. You have to identify the type of the unit cell and write the relationship between age length A and R in the particular unit cell. Do complete this table while watching the video. Relation between age length A and radius R of this sphere in the simple cubic unit cell. In simple cubic unit cell, the atoms are located only on the corners of the cube. The particles touch each other along the edge. Let the edge length be A and the radius of each particle be R. Then A and R are related as A is equal to R. Age length A is equal to R. Relation between age length A and radius R of the sphere in body-centered cubic unit cell. There is a particle at the center in addition to the particle at the corners. There are three spheres in contact with each other along the body diagonal. Let A be the age length of the unit cell and R be the radius of the sphere. Then the body diagonal AF is equal to C. Now look at triangle EFD. This is E, F and D. Triangle EFD. In triangle EFD, B square, what is B? B is this face diagonal. B square is equal to A square plus A square. This is age length A and age length A. A square plus A square is equal to 2A square. Therefore, B is equal to under root 2A. Now, consider triangle AFD. AF is passing through body diagonal AF and D. This is face diagonal B. This is body diagonal C, and AD is the age length. Now AF square, that is C square, is equal to FD square, that is B square, plus AD square, that is A square. So C square is equal to A square plus B square is equal to A square, and we know that B is equal to under root 2A. So B square is equal to 2A square, that we put here. B square is equal to 2A square is equal to total 3A square. So C square is equal to 3A square therefore C is equal to under root 3A. The length of the body diagonal, we know C is equal to 4R. This is body diagonal C. This is equal to R plus R plus R plus R, 4R. Therefore, we can write that C 4R is equal to under root 3A, or A is equal to 4R by under root 3, or R is equal to under root 3 by 4A, under root 3 by 4A. Relation between edge length A and radius R of the sphere in face-centered cubic unit cell. In face-centered arrangement, the particles are touching one another along the face diagonally. So this is face diagonal, and these are the particles present at the corner, and this is the particle present at the center of the face. So this face-centered particle is in contact with the particles present at the corner. Now if we consider edge length A, this is the edge length of the unit cell A, and face diagonal B, and radius of each sphere R. Then we can say AC is equal to B is equal to 4R. AC is equal to B is equal to 4R. Now consider triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, AC square is equal to B square and is equal to BC square plus AB square. So B square is equal to A square plus A square, that is equal to 2A square, or B is equal to under root 2A, because B is equal to 4R. We have established B is equal to 4R. Therefore, 4R is equal to under root 2A, or A is equal to 4R by under root 2, or A is equal to 2 under root 2R, or R is equal to A by 2 under root 2. This is the answer of the worksheet. I think you have already completed it. This unit cell is primitive unit cell or simple cubic unit cell, and in this case the relation between A and R is A is equal to 2R. This is body centered unit cell, and in this case A is equal to 4R by under root 3, or R is equal to under root 3 by 4A. This diagram is the representation of face centered cubic unit cell, FCC unit cell. This is also known as cubic close packing. In FCC unit cell, A is equal to 2 under root 2 R, or R is equal to A by 2 under root 2. Look at this example. Gold. Its atomic radius is 0.144 nanometer, crystallizes in a face-centered unit cell. What is the length of the unit cell? Let us analyze this question in terms of what are the parameters given and what is to be calculated. So these are the things given. You know two facts. Number one, the radius of the atom is 0.144 nanometer, and the close packing is FCC type of close packing. You have to find out edge length A. This is the question mark. What is the edge length A? Radius is known. What formula is to be used? A is equal to 2 under root 2R. Put the values in this equation. A is equal to 2 under root 2. Radius is 0.144 nanometer. So on putting the value equal to 0.407 nanometer. This is the answer. Look at this example. Example number 2. Aluminium crystallizes in a cubic close packed structure. Its metallic radius is 125 picometer. So it crystallizes into cubic closed packed structure, that is FCC. And what is the length of the side of the unit cell? That means A. What is A? And how many unit cells are there in 1.00 centimeter cube of aluminium? Look at the basic structure of the unit cell. This is FCC or CCP packing. Now the first thing you have to find out is the edge length A is equal to how much? What is the relation? A is equal to 2 under root 2 R. Now put the values. 2 into 1.414 into, what is the metallic radius? 125 picometer. So 125 picometer. This is equal to 354 picometer, approximately 353.55. It is equal to 353.55 picometer is equal to 354 picometer approximately. This is what is the edge length of the unit cell. Now while answering this, how many unit cells are there in 1 centimeter cube? So its edge length is 354 picometer. Then what will be its volume? Is equal to A cube. Therefore this is equal to 354 picometer cube, and this is equal to 4.4 into 10 to the power 7 picometer cube. It can be converted into centimeter cube. How? By multiplying with 10 power minus 30. So 4.4 into 10 to the power 7 into 10 to the power minus 30. Now it has been converted into centimeter cube. This is equal to 4.4 into 10 to the power minus 23 centimeter cube. This is the volume of this unit cell. How much? 4.4 into 10 to the power minus 23 centimeter cube. Now we have to find out how many unit cells like this are there in 1 centimeter cube of aluminium. How can we find out? Therefore, the number of unit cells in 1 centimeter cube is equal to 1 centimeter cube divided by this volume, 4.4 into 10 to the power minus 23 centimeter cube. This is equal to 2.27 into 10 to the power 22. So there are these many number of unit cells in 1 centimeter cube of aluminium. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching this video. In case of any doubt, clarification or suggestion, please feel free to write to me at ashok.62@gmail.com or WhatsApp me. My WhatsApp number is 9038396543. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and my best wishes for your academic upliftment, academic growth. Thank you very much.